An original owner comic collector just opened up one of their storage vaults to me and a couple of buddies, gave us insane deals, and told us to go nuts and hunt as many comics as we wanted, and boy did we make out pretty damn good. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Paper Chase channel. This is a great comic haul video that involves a storage locker. These are always the best hunting videos. When you involve a storage unit from an original collector and they just let you do your thing, great things always come about. I'm going to show you guys the books that I picked up, the amazing deal that I got, talk about some key issues, some values. But before we get into the video, if you do want to support this channel in any kind of way, you can hit the like button. And also, speaking of some of the books that are in this video, they will be for sale. You can see my sale links in the description link below. But more importantly, I'm having a mega sale this Sunday. This is an amazing, huge sale on Whatnot. It is called, it's a working title, but We Had a Baby Collection Purge-a-thon. If you are not a member of Whatnot, there is a link in the description below that will get you $15 off of your first sale. I have a perfect 5.0 score. My books are steals on there. If you want to make out pretty damn good yourself, join me this Sunday. We're probably going to start around 10 a.m. More details to follow on that. Don't miss it. All right, the lead up to this is going to be very short because it's kind of plain and simple, but there's a local comic collector who's at all the shows. Her name is Miss Kim. She's a lady who's been collecting, I would say, since at least the 70s. She's gotten an insane collection with multiple storage lockers full of comic books. I mean, this lady's collection has got, you're talking Fantastic Four #1. She's got, I think she has an Amazing Fantasy 15. She's got Avengers 1, all the big books. She's got them, okay? So at the end of the last con, she's like, hey, look, do you guys want to come to the storage unit? I'll open it up for you guys, let you go ham. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. KimCon 2024. I brought a case of beer. We went out there, and we had a blast.
But
so there you go. That's our proof that we were there looking around, looking through books and stuff. But now we've got a lot of books to go through. How much did I pay for all this? Every single book, she gave us a deal. It was $4 a book. But, and keep in mind, it doesn't matter what was in here. If we found a key issue, it's $4. Yeah. $4 a book, and or it was 3 books for $10. So I think out of all the books I got a multiple of 3. Every single book that you're going to see cost $3.33. First, I picked up this giant stack of Doctor Strange Volume 1 comics. After this stack here, probably about 10 books away from the entire Volume 1 Doctor Strange run, which is great. And I think I'm going to actually just read every single issue in their natural comic book form from 1 all the way to 81 or 82, whatever it is. Go through these very quickly. I also picked up this awesome issue of #2, this great Mike Zeck cover, which I already have, but I got one just to sell. So this will be for sale. And then this issue of #6, which is I believe the first appearance of Morgan Le Fay, and it is a Mark Jewelers variant, which is really cool. So that's the little run of Doctor Strange Volume 1 that I got. There's more Strange where this came from, and we'll go back to that in a second. Moving on to some Venom right here. This Venom run, there's some amazing covers in this run here. And there's a few by Sam Keith. And so I saw this one and loved it. Super high grade, and I had to pick it up. So I got this Venom issue #3, Sam Keith cover. Gorgeous book there. All right, now we're going to start into some keys and some #1 issues. This is Amazing Heroes #154. This is the very first Adam Hughes artwork in comics. Huge fan of Artist First. It's also a newsstand, and it's in decent condition. It's probably like a 9.4 or 9.6. I'm going to hold out for a 9.8 contender, so this is probably going to be for sale. All right, let's look at some number 1 issues that I picked up. And this one right here is Human Torch number 1. Awesome Bronze Age book here in pretty okay condition. Good enough, but I think it's cool. The next number 1 issue was Jungle Action number 1. A very, very nice copy. Maybe a 9.4, I would say. There's just a small crease on the... There's only a very small crease on the right side right here. So I think, yeah, maybe a 9.4 contender. But actually, I'm not even going to grade this. We have this Marvel Zombie issue number 1. This is a variant cover. This is actually an homage to, can't think of the issue, I'll put it on the screen. But this is an homage to a Boris Vallejo piece of art. Boris Vallejo, you'll see some of these books I got, is quickly becoming one of my top artist, and I think he really is up there with Bernie Wrightson, Alex Ross. He is up there with them, and I'm definitely on the hunt for more Boris's stuff. He does a lot of magazine work, and I'm getting really into the magazine stuff. This is Charlton Comics Scary Tales number 1, which is in very good condition. These books are very weird and true independent horror publishing company here. This place, from what I've come to know, is very, very small and truly a very independent, small company. Next up, we got this cool book here. This is Heroes, Inc. presents Canon. This is, and the reason why I got this was because this is a Wally Wood cover, and it's very, very, very high grade. And this book came out, I think, in '69 for $3. You got to get it, or at least I had to get it. Moving on to some high-grade Bronze Age horror. Love these covers here. This is Worlds Unknown issue number 5 and a Vault of Evil issue number 9. Now my personal criteria for what I collect in slab when it comes to Bronze Age horror comics is 9.4. I don't quite think these are going to get them, or at least I don't want to take the risk of doing it even with a pre-screen. I think I'd rather just Mylar these and put them into the collection the way that they are. Next up is House of Mystery issue number 221. This is an amazing Bernie Wrightson cover, and look at this thing. This thing is awesome. Again, not a 9.4 candidate. Actually, it's probably like a 7.0 candidate, but for $3, this is definitely an issue I would love to have in some Mylar. Coming up next, we got a 10 center for $3, and this is actually probably, I think the comps on this is like a $90 book or a $100 book, but this is Strange Tales, issue 70. This amazing, cool Sphinx cover. The only thing, or the biggest thing that drops a grade on this book is the writing on the front. But other than that, this thing is in pretty damn good shape for being a 10 center. But this is Chamber of Chills, issue number 22. The skeleton coming out of the mirror, about to slice and dice this guy up after he's shaven. Such a cool freaking cover. Very high grade, though not quite the 9.4. I gotta stick to that standard of 9.4 for my personal collection. As far as the market goes too, you know, any really Bronze Age horror at that 9.4 range demands at least typically $150 or more on a comic. Moving right along, she loved Atlas. She had a lot of Atlas comics. Fabulous looking ghost right here. This is the Grim Ghost issue number 2, and then the Grim Ghost issue number 1. Another very high grade copy. This cool book right here. This is Twisted. You know, the Twisted series. I believe it's Copper Age horror. And this is the 3D version. Glasses are included. I put them on. I flipped through this book. Shit gave me a headache. Yeah. But pretty gnarly looking cover there. Another high grade Bronze Age horror. This is Modred the Mystic. This one here is Modred the Mystic, number 2, Marvel Chillers Presents issue. Pretty cool. I believe that there is a small key appearance in this. All right, what do we think so far? Not bad, right? For $3.33. Now, Albert, or Darkclaw, who is a great friend of the channel, he got some good stuff. Him and I is going to be doing a little bit of a trade. All in all, I think I'm happy with all of the books I got, but he got a couple of books, man, that I wish I was on his rhythm of boxes. The dude got, I'll tell you real quick what he got. He got, and this was on my mind the entire time, a Dave Stevens Seduction of the Innocent. Very high grade copy that's a very likely 9/8 canon. He got one of those. Wish I had that. He found a Swamp Thing. I think it's issue 4 or 5. Bernie Wrightson classic Swamp Thing cover that we're going to do a trade on. And he also found the preview order form for Something is Killing the Children, which is probably the biggest score of the entire hunt. This thing goes for big bucks and high grade. So he got those. Big props to him for getting those. Those are great pulls. And damn. All right, continuing. We got some Whatnot fluff here. This is Ultimate Enemy foil variant here. All right, let's get into some key issues here. We've got Batman 666 for $3. First appearance of Professor Pig and first Damian Wayne as Batman. This is my second copy of this, so this one will very well be for sale. We had a Spider-Man 2099. First full appearance of Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. We had a Hell Arisen number 3. This is the first appearance of Punchline that we got for $3.33. I'm going to keep saying that just because I like my good deals. Don't we all? Don't we all love our deals, getting a good deal? I know when Crystal scores like toothpaste for like 50% off at Walgreens, she like loses her shit. It's the same thing. We had Fantastic Four issue 211. First appearance of the Herald of Galactus Terrax. Book got hot a while back. I got multiples of these. Will definitely be for sale, probably starting at $1. A small hunting tip. If it's weird, if it's nostalgic, and if it's in high grade, pick it up. This is Mr. T and the T-Force. High grade newsstand copy. But guess what? It's a Neil Adams cover. So I just feel like it's going to be hard for me to sell this thing. But this thing is just fucking cool as hell. Pity the fool that misses the Whatnot show on Sunday to get their hands on this. All right, we have the Venom. This is the movie comic for the very first Venom movie that came out, starring Tom Hardy. And this is the comic that was released at AMC Theaters. So this was cool. We had this very high grade, and if there's a signing of this person anywhere near me, I'm going to get this thing signed. This is Marvel Age issue number 72. Awesome photo variant of Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. Can you imagine this signed by Dolph Lundgren with the CGC label on it? Honestly, I would almost rather the JSA verified label than the standard witness signature. I think the verified label looks better, and I think the integrity of the label is just the same with JSA's verification. So for the label alone, I would just go JSA. Next up, we have the all-new Wolverine issue number 18, Venomized version. I believe this is a Gabriel Del Auto cover. This thing is so cool. Next up is a book that, if this comes to fruition, this could definitely be a very big book down the line. I love the cover art of this. This is Dark Avengers issue number 1. First full appearance, I believe, right, of the Dark Avengers. And first appearance of Iron Lad. Now, this is the 1 in 20 Drajevic variant here. And prices on eBay for this thing, they're high. A lot of asking prices, but selling-wise, it's probably still a $30 or $40 book. Okay, back to Doctor Strangeville here. We got some early Marvel Premiere stuff. Marvel Premiere issue number 3, issue number 5, issue number 4, and issue number 10, first appearance of Shuma Gorath. These are actually already for sale on my eBay right now. Description link below, starting at 99 cents. So if you want these issues, 99-cent starting auctions have been a terrible decision lately for a lot of sellers. Those are on there for 99 cents. Go get it. Back to the number 1 issue stuff. A few of these I forgot to mention that I picked up. Awesome Steranko cover. This is Nick Fury and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Number 1 here. Another Steranko cover, Shana the She-Devil. Number 1. This is my second copy of this, so this one will definitely be for sale. Very affordable because this one actually has a pop staple at the top. But, still, amazing cover. Then finally, a Skull the Slayer, number 1. Moving on, I found one of the best boxes that I found was the Silver and Bronze Age, Wonder Woman box. Now, if you don't know, in comics, there's a subtype of collecting category, bondage covers. Guys are sick and they love bondage covers. So if you like bondage covers, I got some for you. Wonder Woman issue 219. If they were high grade, I'd probably keep them. It's not that I'm into that stuff. I'm not into that stuff. It's just, I don't know, kind of funny. Wonder Woman 209. Wonder Woman 205 on the Rocket. And Wonder Woman 200. So this book right here, I think, kind of fetches $50 to $60 on average. And then this very high grade copy of this book here, this is, I think, kind of a style change for Wonder Woman in the Bronze Age, but this is Wonder Woman issue 191, and this thing was in wonderful condition. This thing is maybe an 8.5, which for this era is very, very respectable. This key coming up here, this is probably, in this condition, maybe $120, $150 book here. A very gorgeous presenting copy of Wonder Woman issue 204. Look how good this thing looks. This is the first appearance of Nubia, which is Wonder Woman's sister, I believe. I'm not the hugest DC fan, and even less of a Wonder Woman fan. So, but I know that this is a big Wonder Woman key. This thing, I cleaned it, I pressed it, I put it on eBay, starting at 99 cents. The only thing wrong with this thing is it's got a subscription crease down the back cover. But as you can see, it presents insanely gorgeous. So this is probably a mid-grade copy. We'll see what happens. We're getting towards the tail end. This thing's almost over, I promise. These are the books that I'm going to grade. And the only reason why I'm going to grade most of these books here is because of their condition and their value in high grade. So this one right here, this is Red Sonja issue number 4. The colors on this are extremely, extremely deep. And this is a 9.8 candidate here for sure. So, you know, this might even go in a 9.8 pre-screen, but I think this in a 9.8 would probably do pretty well. Another, I will say, 9.6 contender. This falls in line with my Bronze Age horror slab standards. This is Vault of Evil number 7, an amazing cover here. And this is extremely high grade, 9.6 candidate, maybe the old 9.8 contender. And continuing with the Vault of Evil, this is issue number 15 right here. A gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And then you can't beat this for $3. You ready for this? Witching Hour number 1. Look at this. This is a Nick Cardy cover here. And this is the start of the famous Bronze Age horror run. Very, very cool. Witching Hour number 1. And it's in pretty decent condition. I would say it's probably a 7.0. Okay, continuing on, we've got, again, with the only problem with these, well, only thing with these, while these are getting great, because these are 9.8 candidates, and they're actually probably going to 9.8 pre-screen, but this is Wonder Woman issue number 67. We can see why that's a thing. Wonder Woman issue 83. All right, last 4. This is definitely the start of some magazine horror collecting. These right here, if you put them in Mylar, and the artwork is so good on these magazine covers because they just got amazing artists. Boris Vallejo, like I said, Frank Frazetta, a lot of great artists to do these covers here. These things present so well. This one, actually, the interiors is all Bernie Wrightson art. He did every story in here. This was really, really cool. One of his most famous stories is a Frankenstein story. There's a piece of that's in here as well. This is Creepy. Issue number 113 for $3. Next we have Vampire Tales issue number 10. Insanely gorgeous, colorful cover here. Can't think of the artist. I'll put them on the screen when I do. And this one, now this next one I think is going to get graded because I think after a good clean and a press, this could be a 9.4 candidate. And this book in 9.4, it's going to hold a good bit of value to it, I'm pretty sure. This is Vampire Tales issue number 3. Morbin time, baby. This is a really cool Morbius cover here. And this is the 3rd appearance of Satana. And then last but not least, this gorgeous Psycho. I want to say it's issue number 5 or number 9. I think it's number 5. But this is Boris Vallejo is the artist on this. He did a lot of fantasy stuff. Yeah, you can see with the serpent lady here. This is insane. Gorgeous. But yeah, so for all of those books that you saw, total spent was $240. And yeah, good old-fashioned comic haul. Thanks again to Miss Kim. If you ever watch this video, thanks for letting us in your storage unit. Now the other unit's the one that I really want to get to. I don't know if she's going to ever open it up for us, though. That's where the real good stuff is. But hey, we got to be grateful with what we got, right? Always fun hunting comics for insane deals. So if you enjoy that as well, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next page.